Breaking news: a major NHS rule change is under review and it could hit millions of pensioners across England. Ministers are pushing to raise the qualifying age for free prescriptions to 66, meaning countless over 60s may soon have to pay out of pocket for their essential medicines. The proposal has already sparked nationwide outrage, with seniors and health campaigners warning it could put the most vulnerable at risk. Imagine waking up to find that your usual pension payment has suddenly grown an extra sum quietly added to your account without any prior notice. That's the reality unfolding this week for thousands of seniors across the United Kingdom. The Department for Work and Pensions has confirmed that additional state pension payments are being rolled out to eligible pensioners, particularly those born before 1961. This surprise boost, part of an adjustment in the government's pension recalibration plan, is designed to correct underpayments and reward qualifying retirees who may have missed out in previous years due to changes in entitlement calculations. The update, which began disbursement in the first week of October, will see some pensioners receiving anywhere from £120 to as much as £1,050 in backdated or bonus payments. According to DWP insiders, the department has been conducting a comprehensive review of historical pension records stretching back more than a decade. This review uncovered several groups, mainly women and older pensioners, who had been underpaid due to outdated record systems or missed benefit linkages between different pension schemes. Keir Starmer, speaking from Downing Street, emphasised the importance of this correction. Every pensioner in Britain deserves to receive every penny they've earned through a lifetime of contribution. This is not a gift, it's a right. His words struck a chord with millions of older citizens who've long felt forgotten in the shuffle of administrative reform. The government's new initiative reflects a determination to close that gap and restore faith in the pension system that underpins so many lives. Chancellor Rachel Reeves confirmed that the Treasury has allocated over £240 million to address the shortfalls discovered in the review. We've identified thousands of individuals, mostly women born before 1953 and men born before 1961, whose pension calculations did not properly account for national insurance contributions or spousal entitlements, she stated. This week's extra payments are the first wave of a broader rectification effort that will continue through the end of the year. For pensioners like 78-year-old Irene Davies from Birmingham, this payment is more than just money, it's justice. I worked from the time I was 16, and I never missed a national insurance payment, she said. To find out I'd been underpaid for years was heartbreaking. But this week, when I saw that extra £560 in my account, I finally felt seen. Irene's story isn't unique. Across the UK, thousands like her are finally receiving what they are owed after years of unnoticed shortfalls. Financial expert Martin Lewis also weighed in, explaining that many underpayments stemmed from outdated DWP systems that failed to automatically adjust pension entitlements for certain life events, like when a spouse died or when a person transitioned from one benefit category to another. It's good news that the government is fixing this, he said. But the fact that it took this long highlights why pensioners should always double-check their entitlements. The DWP clarified that the current wave of payments will mostly benefit individuals who fall into one of three main categories. First, married women whose state pension should have automatically increased when their husbands reached pension age. Second, widowed pensioners who didn't receive the higher widow's rate. And third, those over state pension age who may have missed upgrades due to system errors. Many of these adjustments date back years, some even decades, which is why the amounts vary so widely. 75-year-old Harold Price from Newcastle described the moment he realized the payment had arrived. I thought it was a mistake at first, he laughed. I checked twice. When I called the DWP, they said it was part of the correction. That extra money is going straight to pay my heating bill this winter. His relief is echoed by countless others, especially as the cost of living crisis continues to bite. The government has reassured pensioners that no action is needed to claim these extra payments. Eligible individuals will receive them automatically, with letters of confirmation expected to arrive by mid-October. For those who believe they might qualify but haven't yet seen a payment, the DWP recommends contacting the Pension Service directly or visiting the official gov.uk website to review their national insurance and pension records. While this week's payments have been widely welcomed, some critics argue the effort comes too late for many who struggled for years without knowing they were owed more. Former Pensions Minister Steve Webb, who first exposed widespread underpayment issues years ago, noted that tens of thousands of pensioners have already passed away without ever receiving what they were entitled to. Still, he acknowledged the progress being made, saying, "This correction is long overdue, but at least it's finally happening." Economists estimate that by the time the full rectification project concludes, the DWP will have paid out more than £1 billion in total corrections. The scale of the underpayment issue has shocked many across the nation, but it's also reignited discussions about the fairness and transparency of Britain's pension system. Opposition MPs have called for additional oversight to ensure that the process is completed fairly and that no one is left out. Shadow Secretary for Work and Pensions Liz Kendall commented, "We must make absolutely certain that everyone entitled to a correction receives it. Pensioners should not have to fight for money they've already earned." Despite the criticism, there's an undeniable sense of hope among seniors this week. The additional payments, whether a few hundred or a few £1,000s, come as a timely relief ahead of winter. For many, it means being able to cover energy bills, stock up on groceries, or finally afford long-delayed medical care. Keir Starmer summed up the government's stance best during his recent address: "This week's extra payments are not charity, they are justice for the pensioners who built this country. Every penny counts, and every life lived in service to this nation deserves dignity in return. So if you were born before 1961, it might be worth checking your account this week." What's happening right now isn't just another update buried in government paperwork, it's real change, finally reaching the people who've earned it most. For years, pensioners across the country have been waiting, watching, and hoping for the DWP to make things right. And now, that promise of correction is no longer just a line on a spreadsheet, it's tangible relief, landing directly where it's needed most, in the hands of seniors who built this nation. Across Britain, from small towns to big cities, thousands are logging into their accounts and seeing something they haven't felt in a long time: fairness. A sense that their years of contribution, their hard work, and their dedication to family and community have not been forgotten. This isn't just about money. It's about dignity, recognition, and trust restored, a quiet but powerful reminder that justice, though delayed, can still arrive. So as these long overdue payments continue to roll out, one thing is certain: this week, for many of Britain's seniors, fairness finally feels real, one payment, one correction, one well-deserved moment at a time.